Welcome to another episode of Fans in Motion, as Andy would say, the podcast that you didn't know you needed. I say to my friends on the other side of the screen, or whatever he says, I can hear you calling. I can hear you calling. Night Ranger. Say hello, Brent.
What's up, guys? I didn't know if you were going to go into it or I was, and I was like, okay, am I going to do Call My Name or am I going to do Night Ranger?
That's
So,
the easiest lyric to remember.
well, that's why right when you started, I was looking on here, like, what song can I pull?
Well, there
We're
we
so used to
go.
having Andy do it all the time. I never know what he's going to do.
Listen, no Andy, no Lisa, no problem, as
Ooh,
they say in the
that's a borrow.
mythology books.
Wow.
Robyn, we got Rock and Rob. We haven't seen her in a few episodes. Nice to see straight from work in the bathroom, right?
The bath? Wow.
So
Do you even wash your hands, Josh?
huh?
Do you
Listen,
even wash your hands?
I wash my hands when I go into the bathroom, right? Like, to me, touching my junk, it needs to be pristine. After that, I don't care, who touched, if I'm clean or not. That's your issue.
Never
But,
shake Josh's hand.
As we say in the Fans of Motion world, when Josh is touching his junk, it's a touch of sadness.
ooh, scary noises, or what's the spooky noises in the background?
Touch
All
of
right,
sadness.
there we go. There we go. This is why we are a top ranked podcast. Anyways, obviously you'll notice that Andrew is not here. I think he is too busy with all his other podcasts, which I see you made a guest appearance on there, Brent, on his flick flops.
That was Retro Rewind. We recorded
Whatever.
that like 2.5 months ago.
So you guys did Strange Brew. Yeah, classic art film. With AI and everything, I wish, like, how they always, create this, fantasy stuff with AI. I wish they would start doing, like, it takes Strange Brew, right? And like Beverly Hills Cop, like, hey, mouse in the beer. I ain't gonna fall for that mouse in the beer trick. I ain't gonna fall for that mouse in the toilet, And you got him right there with Strange Brew. The best part of Strange Brew was where they fill the vat up with beer to drown him and that girl, and
I got a piece of bed I can taste today.
they
My brother and I
they,
used to think drowning the beer would be great.
they see that the police see that the vat's been filled full of beer. They think they're going to open it up, this huge vat, and see these two dead, and all they see is Rick Moranis, just huge. He's like, "Let me out of here, man! I gotta pee really bad." So he drank all the beer that had gone in there to save him. If you have not seen Strange Brew, you need to do it. But anyways, Andy's probably off doing another podcast. If not, go see Retro Flick Flops, on your nearest YouTube theater. This episode, we're going to go through all the physical copies of 40 Years in a Night with the Contemporary Youth Orchestra. So we got all the American releases, the different variants, the different video copies, the Japanese copies. We're going to show them all. I do want to show this because definitely Night Ranger's influenced by this, and this will be probably the last release we'll ever see.
Now and Then, the Beatles. Oh, is that the AI recording?
Well, the AI part is, so most of us, you probably don't remember, Robyn, because you were, I don't know if you were born in 1995. They released the Beatles anthology, and they were given 3 demo songs from John Lennon and from John Lennon's estate, and Ringo and Paul and George Harrison all recorded new parts to that. They kept John's vocal. And they released Free as a Bird and Real Love. This was the 3rd song they were working on, but the demo was so, the voice was distant, the guitar was a little bit overpowering. or the piano was in the demo, that they really couldn't, they didn't have the technology to really do much with it. They tried, they shelved it. Now with AI, they were able to basically pull out John's vocal by itself now with technology. So Ringo came in, played the drums, Paul
Mhm.
came in, played the bass. They kept some of George acoustic parts. The Paul recorded a guitar, like a slide guitar solo, like George would have played in his honor, and this is the final Beatles song ever. So, and it's got the B side is the first Beatles.
Let me do.
Let me do. So, there you go. There's all kinds of variants. If you're a vinyl collector, I got this just off their website. It's the marble vinyl. So, I guess, hey, why don't we do an opening? Because we're going to do all kinds. So, might as well.
While you're doing that, an hour before we came on, I got a delivery today.
What'd you get?
That finally came from Amazon.
We need to do it. There you go. So
It only took what, 2 months?
you got Dawn Patrol yet?
Yeah.
All right. Well, start listening.
I ordered them the same day. I've already heard the Midnight Madness. It's incredible sounding. I heard it about a month ago.
There's that. There's a little insert. And then here is.
I'd have left it sealed.
You can get it on a 12-inch too. And there's all kinds of different colors, but. And I read an interesting story. So they were working on this last year, and they put orchestra on it, right? So when the orchestra went into the studio, they didn't bill it as the Beatles. They just billed it as a Paul McCartney solo song, right? And the orchestra played it. And there was a woman, she was 48. I just saw this article today. She was 48, loved the Beatles, had played with all the greats on their records. Paul McCartney is the only one she ever broke like protocol and had autographed some of the sheet music. She died of breast cancer a couple months ago, and now they were able to reveal to her family that the track she played on was actually this. So, she actually made it onto a Beatles record.
That's pretty cool.
It's her favorite band. So there you go. Another weird article. Led Zeppelin 4, the album cover. Remember, it's the old guy that's been over and it's got all the sticks on his back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess in the Led Zeppelin world, that was a big mystery. Where did that come from? Blah, 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 blah. I think Jimmy Page said, well, it was a painting that I'd seen. They just found, they didn't know who the guy was or anything. Well, they just found the original photograph. Going through this old collection of photographs from different photographers, they actually found the dude was like, holy shit, like he was a Led Zeppelin fan. I know that. And they're pretty sure who the photographer was. They actually have the guy's name written on the old photo. So it's from like 1893 or something. But it's just weird seeing the old black and white copy photo. And like I said, I'm not a Led Zeppelin collector or know all the ins and outs, but I guess it's always been people have been asking, well, I think it's this person and they think it's this person, and they never knew about the photo. There was only the painting existed from way back when someone had access to the photo, and then the photo was lost to time and they just rediscovered it. So that was
Somebody's going to go for royalties on that now. They should have just shut up.
Well, if you really want to go down the royalties and everything, obviously Stairway to Heaven, versus like Spirit, but go look up the folk song Dazed and Confused. It was I won't say I don't know if it was a folk song or just a local song, by some artist, but it is, you listen to it, it's an acoustic Dazed and Confused. I mean, there is no denying it's out there probably on YouTube and stuff.
No.
Spirit, that's a little bit more chords and progressions and stuff like that. This is Led Zeppelin unplugged basically, and it was out before, but if, like I said, go down that rabbit hole if you choose. And before we get any farther, we got some white t-shirts. Brent's Kiss Alive 2 logo pops on that. Look at that, guys. So I'm not doing white anymore. I don't like white. I got tired of everybody
It
saying,
was
"Hey,
inspired by that.
there you go. Lift it up a little bit. There you go. Yeah." And I kind of just did I just didn't want to do black, so I just did like red, like kind of like Midnight Madness. So back's still the same. People said this is a pretty good brand shirt jersey, so that's what it is. $25, that includes shipping. Brent, did you see Carrie Kelly?
I did.
Uh
Wearing
for,
the
for those
wearing the
that aren't,
Black Fans of Motion shirt.
yeah, for those that aren't on maybe the Facebook page, BB Kilma for one. Um and I'll get to it for you. Less Beatles, more trousers or something. But they were in Louisiana, November 4th, and we had given the band, each of them, a Fans of Motion shirt, which many have seen Eric Levy. There you go. So there's Carrie Kelly, Fans of Motion shirt at the Louisiana show, November 4th at the Delta Downs Casino and Racetrack. And that's the first Fans of Motion appearance on the Night Ranger stage. Eric Levy has worn in a lot of his little videos that he puts up. So there you go. We are now
On stage.
we are now pretty much unstoppable. So if you want a shirt, hit us up. All right. So last week we talked to Dave Radley, sound engineer for Night Ranger. We got into a little bit of the background story of the behind the scenes of the 40 years in a night with the Contemporary Youth Orchestra that was at Cleveland, the second annual Danny Repepe Memorial Show. So we pretty much, I think everything that's going to be released from that show has been released. So we're going to go through the CD copies, the vinyl copies, Blu-rays, DVDs, to show you what's all out there. If you're a collector, which a lot of us are, what do you need to spend your hardcore money on? Before I get too deep and before I forget, thoughts with Mr. Tom Chapin, longtime listener to the show. Many of you guys have met him at the first Danny Repepe show, and then he was at the second one as well. He's a Steelers fan, so I mean that's one knock against him. But anyways, he was in a car accident over the weekend. He's pretty beat up, had surgery today. The surgery went, I guess pretty good.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he gets he's got long road ahead of him, but hopefully maybe if everything went well, he might be able to get out this weekend sometime. But anyways, Thomas, thinking of you.
Yep, we love you.
And
we also had Mark Greenaway, our buddy from England.
Basically anybody in film can't drive, I guess. I don't know. Now in his case, he's on the wrong side of the fucking road, being over there in England, so it was bound to happen. But Mark Greenaway, which most of you know, he was at the second annual Danny Repepe show and went to another show with Brent and Andy. He's from the UK. He was on episode 100 with us, talking about his big old trip over here. Anyways, he was in an accident, had to go to the hospital. I think he's out now, right? They were running tests on him.
Yeah, he's out now. Haven't heard anything new about him, but he's not disfigured or anything like that. He's doing all right. His car is a mess, but that's a good.
If you're English, you're naturally just a little disfigured. But yes, he got. I think he maybe has epilepsy. He was in a 80-year-old woman's bedroom and passed out, and you know, normal, I guess.
That
So
sounds about right.
well, that's what he said. I guess like he takes care of her, or maybe helps her, like it's her neighbor.
Yeah.
But he went
But
over. So he thought he fell asleep driving, and then
well, he passed out's what it was. He's been passing out.
yeah. So well,
And
I think that's when
the,
he kind of figured out it wasn't maybe sleeping. It was he's in that room with
oh,
he passes out, and then she couldn't. She's not very mobile, so she couldn't really get help for him.
and this is all a good lead into what our topic is. All of this. And may I explain why? He was traveling 3 hours away from his house to see his mate, as he would put it, because they were going to put a new CD player in his car, so he could listen to this finally in the car. And he got about 5 minutes from the guy's house is when he wrecked his car, which coincidentally, a year ago today, was when he and Andy picked me up, and we were on our way to Cleveland. It's crazy. Just crazy to me, how much ties into this.
Well, what
Listen,
happens in a year?
listen, if you're out there, just don't let Tom or Mark drive. That's basically the synopsis of all this. So let's start with that CD, Brent. So we have the look at that. That's what Brent loves, the Digipack.
I know. I'm so pissed. They lied to us. They totally said it was jewel case on their website.
So for those of you who don't know, Brent likes the jewel case, hates the Digipack. I don't think I give a shit.
I like the jewel case better too, because then when you're moving and stuff like that, the corners get ripped and all this stuff, and I hate
mine
that
don't.
part.
I take care of mine. They do not.
I take care of mine too.
Yeah, but right before we came on, I took it. It was in its own little plastic bag. I'm anal about this stuff. Very anal. But in any event, you have the CD, and it's cool. What is cool about the Digipacks is you do have the extra pictures under the CDs.
Lift it up just a little bit.
It's it's a nice presentation of the show. I mean, is that the back of the album cover right there? I think inside, I believe it is. Yeah. No, that's a bonus pick. But
so with the US CD release, you have the CD and you have the DVD release, which the DVD does have High Enough, which is not on the CD, but you can get it on the DVD. So you got the DVD, you got the CD, you got the booklet there.
Yeah,
the booklet
smaller.
Well, smaller.
But no, I mean, if you wanted to put it in the jewel case, it's going to be smaller.
Now, you do have if you look closely, you will see Brent's name in the new CD. Did you rub your nipples when you saw that?
No, I didn't. It was funny because Melissa had gotten the Blu-ray, I think, before all of us from Frontiers. And out of nowhere, she takes a picture of the Blu-ray because we're in the credits of the Blu-ray as well. It's same credits. It's easier to read in the Blu-ray.
Yes. So you will see the credits in the CD player, or in the CD and the DVD or Blu-ray. The font's just a little bit different. The font they use on the vinyl, it's a little harder to read.
Yeah, it makes you feel 55 when you're 55. Trust me. But no, the CD representation's great. You can't go wrong with it. It's only what, $19.99, and you get the DVD copy. I'll talk about the difference between this and the other, video quality. But that's the American. Well, actually, this is what the world version, other than Japan. Everybody around the world, I believe, got this version, except for Japan got the jewel cases, and they got the DVD CD combos and cases, and they got the Blu-ray CD combos. So they had different things.
Now, also, there was no difference in the Talk Shop Live CD. So, and we'll get a little bit more into that, but Talk Shop Live, which is a like an online retailer that they will have the artist come on and they'll do an hour-long interview, and then they will sell autographed copies. They sold autographed red vinyl of the record, which we'll get to in a bit, and they sold autographed CDs. Now the CDs were, when you got those, were still sealed. They just sent you a booklet, an additional booklet that was signed.
Do you have the CD with you right now in front of you too? Only reason I'm asking is because last time when they did this with ATBPO, the barcode number was different.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
But we'll make an update if it is. But here you go. That's the difference with that. Do I got everybody? I do. Brad, Eric, Kelly. So yeah, so there's your CD versions.
Yeah. I should have bought that. I didn't buy it. I should have bought it.
Well, like I said, I mean the CD was nothing different.
No, I just figured we get a better insert with the red vinyl. So I wasn't going to waste my time buying another copy of the CD.
So let's do
I was raw, you know, Fonzie. I was raw.
And you can see here that you got track 9 high enough, DVD only.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So let's do the other US release you had was the Blu-ray. Let's show that there, Brent Tree.
It's our Blu-ray copy. 40 Years in a Night.
And it's actually got a decent book with it too.
Yeah, it does. I pulled it out and got a hairdryer out and removed the hologram off of the paper.
Did you open it?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know if you're still doing this.
No. The TV. People say they can't tell the difference between the CD or the DVD and the Blu-ray. 1080p difference is what it is. That's 720p. It looks like a VHS compared to this. This looks like you're looking at. If Josh wanted to shout it out a window, he can go to his TV and think it was a window.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to not tell the difference until I watched it on like HD or like 4, whatever the newest 4K. That's what it is. 4K with Blu-ray is like a night and day.
But it's still the same. You're still getting 1080p picture with a 4K. It doesn't matter because that's the only 1080p recorded on the Blu-ray. So it's only going to transfer as 1080p. It's not going to look any different than a 1080p TV.
So
I feel like it's newer stuff too. Yeah, like newly
but the 4K.
Things,
if this was 4K, oh my God, it would even be more incredible. But,
so what you're saying is there's a difference in the visual quality between the Blu-ray and the DVD. Now, and what you said with the 4K. So if you've got a nice 4K TV and a nice 4K player and a 4K movie, you can see. I just remember like watching The Martian one time. I'd seen it before, but
that's crazy.
I know, but I got the 4K of it as a Christmas present or something. So I watched it one night, and what was crazy was like the sand particles.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could see those moving. You could see like reflections in their mask. Like, so not much of a movie nerd, but I could definitely see the quality in getting, if you have everything 4K. I put the Blu-ray in. One, it's a phenomenal recording. I mean, the interviews at the front, and they've got like 20,000 different camera angles, and it's probably pretty much, besides this thing here, my favorite Night Ranger video. So, as of now, plus you got Robyn making a pretty good appearance in there, and Lisa, and a flipped around Andy Parker.
And right when the scene splits from him, I'm showing my daughter the other day. Madison came over. It's like, hey, check out Andy right here, and it went to the next scene. She's, well, there's you. I went, where? So she got up, got the remote. She goes, "You're right there in the middle of the screen." I'm like, I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I've
don't.
seen all the scenes. I'm in like almost every scene from the backside, and there's a couple I've got in there. Nothing like singing like Robyn doing this. I'm not
Yeah,
doing any of that.
I've got all red hair in that too. I have red hair that night.
I had about 10 hairs in there.
So,
But-
Brent, do you got the black vinyl opened?
oh God, you still want to go on me? Sure, hang on here.
I'm just glad it's like accurately documented how much I love the Night Ranger songs. I want more.
Did you open that?
Yeah, this one's open because I bought two. One to open, one to seal, keep sealed. This see here. Oh, I wasn't supposed to show you that yet.
Dun dun dun.
See, Josh, what I did was I tried to contact Frontiers forever ago to get us copies, and they sent me this promo white vinyl.
Take it out. Let's look at it.
It's Kiss Alive 3. Just lying to you.
Now,
Your face,
what threw you off was that promo looked like the Cleopatra promos.
Oh, I had no idea.
The black.
I was trying to keep the label covered up.
Remember, wasn't it Cleopatra that sent us some promos once?
Oh, that was the whatchamacallit, somewhere in California.
So that's what it reminded me of, that black and a little bit of orange that you pulled out. So when I saw that, I'm like, well, that's not Frontiers. That's something else. So.
Yeah, it's Mercury. I was trying to keep it in there as much as good. But anyway, I thought it'd be fun.
What we got?
Anyway,
what we got?
This is the black vinyl version, custom label for side A and side B. They're different.
That's cool.
Yeah, I do like that. Be cool if they did a picture disc of this.
Yeah.
They don't ever do a picture disc.
They still need to do the colored 7 wishes. I want to green.
Yeah, well,
one.
that's our buddy Ed at Culture Factory.
Speaking of that,
I mean, I'm
really,
just saying,
so,
I at least want the trilogy, man.
a couple years ago, Culture Factory, or I Love Vinyl, whatever it's called, with the fake Obi strips down the side, they did 1,000 copies of Dawn Patrol and 1,000 copies of Midnight Madness. They had
like
to have
that.
made more than 1,000 copies of Midnight Madness, because those are everywhere still. Dawn Patrol, not
gone.
So much. But all right, we
So
got
you
sidetracked.
think they screwed themselves with making too much and then it didn't sell, so they didn't want to do the third one?
Basically, what happened, I had when I had contacted them, I contacted the people over in Paris, and they put me in touch with the guy in the States.
Oh my God.
They told me they shipped Andy, Josh, and I each a copy of it, of Midnight Madness and Dawn Patrol, and they told us that they were already sold out at the warehouse. No more is being printed. So what was out there was out there, and they were going to be gone. And they told me they printed the same amount for each record. So I don't know what happened. I thought for sure Dawn Patrol would have been gone instantly. Because it was
Dawn Patrol's the one you can't
find.
Oh
no, I mean Midnight Madness. I'm sorry.
It's just Midnight Madness.
I thought for certain that thing would be gone as fast as Dawn Patrol.
Are the labels on
it was hard. It was hard to get Midnight Madness for a while, and then it popped up and it was all over the place.
And they're probably going out of business or something. They just keep the
or are they bootlegs?
Well,
they're not bootlegging them. Hey, show me the labels on those two records. Are they the same on each one?
Go down to my reserve and pull the other one out. Yeah, they're the exact same labels for both sides. One color, one black and white.
It's a gatefold, right?
Yep, I held it up. You didn't see it, I guess.
There you go. Look at that.
Get your magnifying glass out. And don't do it in the sun because you'll set the cover on fire. But man, that's hard to read. I did notice, the only thing I did notice was I saw Eric had thanked you. I hadn't read all the things, but I read Eric's.
Eric, I got my full name with Eric, and I got my first name with Brad.
I see. I hadn't read all those yet.
And like I said, we got Fans in Motion, Josh, Andy, and Brent. I'll get on them next time about Robyn and Lisa. Listen, put us all on or don't put us on. But we got thanked under the Night Ranger category. So yeah, I mean but yeah, so there you go. If you guys want me to sign where my name is, get the ultimate,
I'll tell you what is cool between the Blu-ray and the DVD. You can see the guitar pick that I designed for Carrie Kelly on the Blu-ray. Can't make it out on the DVD. It's kind of fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
But Blu-ray, crystal clear. That's pretty cool. But yeah, of course, I had to freeze frame the mic stand to see it. I'm like, there it is.
You definitely don't have to freeze frame to see the Aces and L's sticker on the guitar. All right, so we've shown you the black vinyl, the CD copy, the Blu-ray copy, all released in the United States. There's one more U.S. release, and that was the limited edition red vinyl that was sold exclusively through Talk Shop Live. Now, Talk Shop Live had Jack on there, and it was advertised as signed vinyl. I guess if you read the fine print, it can be a signed insert. Well,
wow.
We will get to the signed insert in a second. So here is the nothing different really with the the red vinyl and the black vinyl. I haven't opened it yet, so we're going to open it.
Oh, you haven't even opened it?
No, I've been busy. I got shit going on.
Unboxing.
So that's
the only thing different right there.
Red vinyl. So,
see, I won't open mine, so I already put a picture. I made my own red vinyl picture in the corner there.
At least I don't have a pipe sticker I got to mess with. So
that's true.
All right, so there we go.
This would be really crazy if it was me doing this.
I don't think there's anything different here, so
watch me the black vinyl when you shit.
That's what I was thinking of with that other one. Like, what if it was actually the wrong color the whole time?
Now, Josh, there's what, 1,000 copies of these out there?
Yes, that's from what I understand. There was 1,000. So was your label on the other side like black and white?
Yeah, and the other side's color. It's the same deal.
Yeah, it was those same colors.
Same custom labels.
All right. I can see
now. I wonder if this is the first Frontiers release with their new Frontiers logo on it. That I don't know. I noticed they changed the logo.
Don't know, but there you go. It's sold out, so you're probably going to have to get that through the secondary market. But there is the only vinyl release. I was hoping there's and you can, Frontiers has even posted it once. There is a version of this album cover without the Les Paul, and it's actually got Brad's iconic red and black Stratocaster Bubba. So, could they ever release something with a different cover? Possibly, but it exists. It's been mocked up, and it has like the Seven Wishes plane
right
also on it. But
and if you go under any Japanese site to order the imports, all the Japanese sites use that version of the album cover.
But as of right now, I have not seen that released released anywhere. So the obviously you saw me unseal the vinyl. There's no insert with this record. It was sealed, so it's not signed. So what did Night Ranger sign for the Talk Shop Live? Well, they signed a laser copy of the printer's proof of the vinyl. There you go, in black. So the printer's proof is kind of cool to see. So if you would take your record and you would take this and unfold it and then take the glue out and, flip it over again, it's going to be this. So you can see how you got this and you got this. All right, that's the whole record. So they would print this and then fold it and then fold it again, and now you have an album cover, gatefold. So that's kind of cool, right? And I will say
like,
oh, hey, hi, how you doing?
You sound like Nigel from Spinal Tap. I keep folding it, and I don't. I want large white bread. I want large autographed sheet.
I think they should at least make edges black or something to make it seem like it's like something from a concert or flyer.
It's a nice
piece of paper.
It's a nice Xerox laser.
It is.
I mean, the color is, but it's dark, and they signed in black. None black.
Yeah, like silver would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Eric did start signing in silver. I talked to Eric a little bit. He did start signing in silver. I think he signed in the white, but maybe then thought maybe they shouldn't be signing in the white. Like maybe this thing would be cut. So there's Eric in the. I may have. I got a couple more of these. But I think I got one with Eric in the white as well. And then if you look at this, you will see Eric's signature right there. You may not see it, but it's there. Kelly, Terry, Brad, no Jack Blades. Now listen,
I think it wasn't your only one.
Listen,
that shit happens though. It does happen.
Well, here's the thing: it can't happen though in this case. There's people you and it can't be Jack.
Because what was it, Kelly last time? It was Kelly last time, I think.
I don't.
Not the singer.
Well, it can't be the guy that you're having on Talk Shop Live.
That too.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, but it can't. Yeah. So whatever. I mean, I get it. People are pissed. I'm not saying you can't be pissed.
Wait, how it's a lot, not just you?
No, it was other people. Now I ordered 3 copies. I got 2 for me, and I ordered 1 for a friend, and the other 2 had Jack's signatures. Just the one. I think the other 2 had. I know 1 did. Maybe 2 didn't. I don't know. I just made sure one of them had Jack's signature, so I was going to give him, that. But yeah. So, I don't know. But you got the red vinyl from Talk Shop Live. I'm amazed that there wasn't other colors. That you couldn't do one for the web store yellow of ATBPO that sold out quick.
Orange would have been awesome.
We had the Coke bottle.
I guess red is okay. I think it costs a little bit more money, but you have that black and the pink, right? With that album cover. I mean, what about pink with black splatter? I think I would.
Or a marble effect even.
But,
I think it's more peach looking.
Whatever. I'm a dude. I don't see peach.
I see fire when I look at that. With the orange.
Fire.
Well,
reminds me of the Night Ranger.
Now, there is, like I said, we talked about the Brad Gillis Bubba cover. And then if you look on Amazon and order, there's one that has there's a picture of the record record cover, and it's got a shit ton of stars at the top. Now, I don't think it comes like that, whichever one it was, the CD or whatever. But there is a mock-up with a lot more stars on it. So as far as I can think, that's all your US releases. You have the CD, you have the Blu-ray, and you have the black vinyl and the red vinyl. Now in Japan,
Robyn, have this is where we become the Grease movie. Tell me more. Does
it have an Obi strip?
I was so confused. I thought you meant like My Big Fat Greek Wedding. I'm like, wait, Grease.
So
like, does he have a car?
So Japan, obviously you got the vinyl there, but I don't think it's anything different. I don't think it has an Obi strip on it or anything like that. The then you have the CD. You have a CD, or you have the CD by itself. You have a DVD CD combo, and you have a Blu-ray CD combo. So, having the Blu-ray already, I ordered the CD only. Look at that, a jewel case, Brent Tree.
Yeah, I'll get it.
A Japanese
and-
jewel case.
And since, like I said, I already had the Blu-ray, I guess I should have just ordered the Blu-ray with it, but I ordered the DVD CD combo just because it's going to be different packaging. So there is that.
That's cool.
For size comparison, I guess you could see there.
It looks like a really sleek DVD case.
Well, it's actually
it's clear.
It's a little bit thicker.
That means you haven't opened that yet either. Then it's going to have the same pictures on the back of it like the Blu-ray has. You'll be able to see it better.
So, Robyn, what do we open first? Let's open the CD, right? Does that sound good?
That's what I was gonna say.
Now, here's
Music
something.
first.
Here is something different. The Obi strip. I haven't seen. I don't know if that picture's in there.
The picture.
Yeah, that's the picture inside of the Blu-ray. If you look, you can see Brad. It's the same thing. Well, here, let me take the book out too. You know what? Screw it. It's blue. It'll be hard to see. There, that's the picture.
No, that's a different photo.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, screw you.
Yours is centered, like those beams. His beams are kind of going to the right.
Yeah.
Some.
I see.
And their
that now.
colors. Yeah.
I guess I could see if it's in
But
the vinyl.
yeah, there's beams in that too, but it's different, like you said.
It's centered.
Yeah, I don't think it's in the vinyl copy, but
Can't
anyways,
even
there
see
we go.
photos of our own show. Come on.
So these Japanese copies are actually not Frontiers. They are same with ATBPO, if I remember correctly, Ward Records. Those
That's
the
right.
Japanese. Better
A
say
Japanese
that,
company?
or Brent will get. All right, so nothing on the back of the Obi strip. But there again is the.
Yeah, it's pretty cool they did that. What's the hide in the barcode number?
There's the.
Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay.
And it's got the release date, which most time you can find on the Obi strips. This 24/10/19. So there you go. So I don't really see much difference there. 2023 Frontiers Records under exclusive license to Ward Records. I guess I should have had my CD here to compare, but
Here. Go ahead.
there you go. I mean, it's got Ward Records on it, so it's going to be a little bit different.
And here is the CD.
No
Yeah,
Frontiers.
where I got the
logo.
Frontiers right here with my pinky.
Now,
Sorry,
what's the
my
photo?
camera's so far away.
What's the photo you have under your tray?
Under the tray of
Yeah, so that's
under
I
the
think
CD, there's that. And then under the other tray with the Blu-ray or the DVD, pardon me, is the conductor.
so this is a different photo in the
Oh,
tray.
but look at there it is on the back.
Yep.
That's the back of the tray when you fold it. So when you open it up, I'm fingerprinting the hell out of that. Pardon me. That's what you get. So there you go.
All right, so there we go. We got that.
Yeah, and for all you buying these, every copy, no matter where you purchase it from around the world, the Blu-rays and DVDs are all region 0, so they will play in your players. They did that intentionally, so they didn't have to have different versions of them out there.
So here is the Japanese booklet that's included.
Yep, that's the album cover without the Night Ranger logo and guitar.
There is that. Mushy mushy.
We got to find
Your
our
name
names.
in Japanese.
Yeah, we got to find our names in Japanese.
Yeah.
I actually know my name in Japanese. It's nice. I just have to drop the N.
Mine is Jack Suit.
Roby. It's not PBR.
It's Detective Yamana. Brent, do you know where I'm referencing?
What'd you say? Detective what?
Yamana? I think that's his name. Jack Sue's the actor.
Oh, you talking about from Hawaii Five-0?
Yeah, Barney Miller.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, same thing. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, so there's the the Japanese release. You need it. It's got the bar. Hey, only time we got this photo so far.
And that's of the CD version.
This is just straight up CD version.
Okay.
And this includes, look at track 7.
Yeah, high enough's on there. Is that right?
High Road.
High Road and High Enough.
Oh. I saw High Road is number 7, right? You
Both
said it
Night
showed it really
Ranger
fast.
Concert staples. All right, here we go. The DVD release. See what we got here.
Do you have like a Japanese Blu-ray player or anything?
Technically, they all are.
I was going to say, I would guarantee.
Well, if you get a Sony, obviously, but you
Why?
know.
Well, unless you get they got
Well,
Studebaker.
regions, you know.
No, didn't you hear me? I said all of them are made without region codes. They're all region 0. They did that on purpose. No matter where you buy it from in the world, it's a region 0.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Got the price on the strip there too. Very 7,000 yen.
See? Region 0. See the 0 under the frontiers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the region code.
Is that what does that say? I got region.
They're all region 0.
Well, that says 1.
I've never seen it blatant on the CD disc like that. That was crazy. Yeah, 2 or 1.
We'll show the disc.
All right, so there we go. We got that.
You still
It's
have
like
to open it.
when I bought my 5
All right,
strings
so,
in the drummer from Singapore, it was all region 0 for that too.
So it comes with a booklet, and I can already tell it's a different booklet than anything we've seen.
Yep.
Here is the Japanese booklet. All right, so the DVD.
This is CD and DVD.
I'm definitely
Correct.
getting the Japanese DVD.
Now the only thing I could think of is if you go, shit, let's not drop that. Like I said, you have whatever that is right there, number 2, and then you have a number 1 there. I don't know what those are.
They might have done
Yeah.
the region for that, but all the frontier releases are all zero.
Well, this isn't a
Region codes.
technical Frontiers release, so
Yeah, this is
Well,
Ward
it's
Records.
licensed. It's licensed to Ward's record. That's who's distributing it over there.
All right, so here's this is a little bit.
you'll have to try it, I guess, Josh.
So here's
Yeah.
the CD cover. Here's the DVD cover. So you can see it's a little bit larger in size. So
That's what she said.
Not to me. It's like as big as this one.
Yeah, it's the same as the Blu-ray book.
So what about this photo? Is this photo in there anywhere?
It is. Hold on here.
Or is it maybe just cut up and condensed?
Could be because of that whole collage that you have for the album cover. Yeah, see that's also in the Blu-ray.
Okay, so there's that. I think it's just maybe cut up a little bit.
Yeah, your next page should be the conductor and a bunch of words.
So here is
Well, it might be.
Yeah.
all the credits. Look,
Cool.
my name's there in Japan.
And you
And then
should-
this is different. I mean, it's the same photos, but it's just,
it's
great.
clearer looking.
Definitely better quality
Yeah.
photo. Brent,
And then-
anyway.
The Japanese stuff's always the best. It is. It is.
No,
always
I
the
know.
best.
Then you have the same size. You have the Japanese insert.
They take so much pride in their products. It's amazing.
I mean, with Kiss Records, if they can be 45 years old, and you can get a Japanese copy from 1976. It's almost pristine.
Mm-hmm.
You can get one from any South American country.
It beat to hell.
It's like literally, I'm pretty sure they went to the store, they bought it, tied it to a string on the back of their bike, and just dragged it home. Anyways, here is the DVD booklet. So really all we need is someone to show off the Japanese Blu-ray CD combo.
Robyn,
I don't have that one.
I'm
no.
out of money. So
I guess I should have just done it. I mean, I probably would have been much more in shipping. The good thing with like yen, it's like, 7,000 yen. I'm like, well,
Well, I'm a
well,
DVD nerd and I'd want the DVD, but I don't know. I think I have like a copy of Phantom of the Opera or something. That's how I found out about regions, because I was like, what the hell? It was like
Yeah.
a 3-in-1, but that's why it was a good deal. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I thought about getting a player ever since.
well, I don't think you're
You-
going to see much of that anymore, just because DVDs. I mean, the reason why they did it was sales, and not
People like me prefer DVDs.
well,
still.
the reason they did it was because we would have movies in the theater over here 3 months before they'd be over there, and by the time they got over there, they were already on video here. So therefore, they put a region code on it, so you couldn't get it over there. But there's ways to jailbreak the players. There's ways to put the thing in it to make it region free, and they actually sell region free players. But the region free players sell for like $500 to $600 a piece. At least they used to. The last time I looked.
Hmm.
When I
It's
was
like right.
when I was
sorry.
overseas, you could always buy bootleg movies, right
Right.
outside the base and everything. And movies would be just at the theater, and you could buy them the next day. So you'd be watching them. Of course, they're bootleg; they're not that good. But you'd be sitting there watching on your laptop or whatever we had at the time. Miniature DVD players, I think, were more the thing. And
They,
you would see someone at the very bottom stand up
yep.
and like walk across the aisle to use the bathroom or something. So what it was is somewhere in Europe they got the movie playing, and someone just hooks their camcorder up on a tripod and films it. So you get to see the people. You see them come back and sit down, and
Yeah.
and
Well, there's sites you can go on to right now. Like we were watching the Taylor Swift movie the other night. My girls were like, I can't watch it anymore because you see people running to their seats. And this one girl singing so loud the whole time. She's like, I don't want to hear Taylor. I don't want to hear her. I'm like, well, it's better than nothing. I can't, it's right here. It's free.
See, I remember when I was in high school, that was called like downloading torrents. TORRENT.
There's some website I go to on my Xbox. I don't download anything. I just stream it. And it's great because they get all the, I mean, we watch movies all the time that are in the theater, and they're screener copies is what they are. So they're probably DVD copies. They don't look 100% like 1080p, but they're good.
Yeah, I
but
need
you'll
to
see,
get a VPN too. That would
Yeah,
be
those-
awesome.
they say little Korean subtitles on the bottom sometimes.
So Brent, what do you think of this release? What grade do you give it?
I give it.
I'm talking like everything, like when you take in the blue, what formats they released it on.
Well, they did the right thing with all that. As far as the release goes, I give it a B. The only reason I give it a B is for the folks that weren't there, they played Secret of My Success. They played what High Enough
Rumors. No, well,
and
they
Rumors.
played the three songs that they played that didn't make it onto any record is Rumors, Secret, and
High Enough.
no,
No. Well, made it now, but wasn't. I don't have the set list in front of me.
Were you meaning High Road?
No.
No.
Shit, I know this. Anyways, Rumors and Secret were played, and not on the record. I guess I'll look it up. But yes, there's a third track.
First, two songs I really like.
Well, but the reason I give it a B is because I wish they would have went. I mean, this is the fanboy in me. We had talked when we heard about this a year before it was going to happen. We all said, "Rain Comes Crashing Down." I mean, the best song on the whole thing is "Call My Name." "Call My Name" is phenomenal with that orchestra, and I wish they would have just went a little bit deeper.
Breakout is the third track.
Oh yeah, I forgot. How could we forget Breakout? But but at Breakout they didn't play with the kids. Didn't play with them.
I don't know if the kids. I don't know if the kids played on the other two tracks either. I think those three songs there was no youth orchestra.
But for what the time limit they had, the constrictions in getting this put together, and getting the rehearsals in days before the show, that's an A for sure. For sure. And what you see is what you get. Folks, there was one stoppage of the show during Night Ranger. And so the part where after the drum solo and you're and Jack and Kelly or Carrie are on top of the riser, they stopped the recording of it and went back and got back up on the riser and just started it again. That's the only time they stopped the show to do anything extra. Now, Josh, I don't know, did they do any overdubs in the studio? Do you know? Was there, I mean, because there's always patchwork they got to do on this stuff because it's live,
I don't know. And if I did know, I probably would say I don't know. But I mean, the thing is, they recorded it the right way to where you can hear the orchestra really well. And I think I need to really sit down and write it out, like where there's spots, but like Sister Christian, when it starts out with the piano, the orchestra gently in the background is playing the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
And when you close your eyes, where there's just, I don't know, Brad or Jeff hits an open chord, right? So it's just ringing, and it goes into like the chorus, or maybe it goes into, I remember when we found out about love in the back of the that part. But anyways, in the song, it's just they hit an open chord and let it ring out for a measure, to where they do it now, and then the orchestra fills that in, right? So it's these little subtle things that are great. But there's other, there's parts of the songs where they really, do make an impact. Obviously, Call My Name is the biggest one. But yeah, I think it's really well done. I'm not a big orchestra type guy with bands, but this,
but it worked.
It worked, and it's not like it's all Night Ranger and just a little bit of orchestra. Like you can hear it throughout in every song, and where you hear it, it really works.
You go like, wow, like I didn't realize that could have been like that. Maybe that part that could have been missing, you didn't realize was, or something. Like it's just a nice version to hear of it.
And you know what makes it even that much better? They're kids.
Except for that one dude that's behind Kelly. I'm pretty sure that dude's 36 and paying child support.
But no, those kids, I mean, when they're stomping their feet and they're making all, it was cool seeing guys that are in their 60s with kids in their teens behind them.
Rockin'.
Yeah. And I would love to speak to these kids now to say, hey, do you still listen to these guys at all? Did they open any doors for you? You know?
How's
Yeah.
it feel to be on an album with them?
Yeah. and you got the other one that's like 18 smoking the cigarette, you know, plays the woodwind. Oh, I was on with Sticks and I was on, you know. It ain't nothing for me.
And there's other ones out there. I know the Sticks ones. The Sticks one was done like 2005, maybe released in 2006, but it was at Blossom, which is a big outdoor shed. And
no more lawn chairs, people.
And the one with Tommy Shaw that he did solo was in a smaller theater. Yeah, it might have been part of their school. I mean, it was probably a theater that holds 200 or 300 people. But it was really done well. Will Ivankovich, who's now in Styx, but he was the third guy on the Shaw Blades tour back in 2007. Eric was in a band with him before Night Ranger called American Drag. Will is the other guitar player with Tommy, and it's a little bit different because it's them acoustic with the band. So there's not like a drummer, and you know they're not rocking out. It's a little bit more low key. So they're, you know, and I know they've played with other artists. I just don't know, you know, them off the top of my head. So if you're curious of what else they've done, you know, like I say, look up Styx and look up the Tommy Shaw one.
Yeah, I think it even surprised the band how well it was.
Yeah,
you know.
And we got a release out of it. I give it I guess an A. I mean, I could put the, you know, the fan hat on, and you know, you could always want something else, right, in a release. Again, missed opportunity, rain comes crashing down. I think we could all agree with that.
Oh yeah.
But we got Call My Name, and we were lucky we got that.
Yeah, we were.
I think a little bit more photos, like a separate book would have been cool, because like of the stuff that other fans got, like I know I got so many pictures, like a little flip through would have been a little nice than having like the 4 main pictures for most of everything. I don't know. I'm like that, where like the DVD has the book, but like a little bit more. I don't know.
If you think about it, right? Think
Like
about
10, like a good still shot of just them,
you,
like a self or solo shot.
if you think about these other artists that are being released on Frontiers, you may get a CD and record. And think about what we got. We got CD with DVD.
You're saying what we all wanted.
Well, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is how. I mean, really, I guess maybe a testament to how well Night Ranger is selling. To where most stuff on Frontiers is you get the CD, and you may get the vinyl. Not, you know, the Joel Hoekstra releases aren't on vinyl, but we've got CD with a DVD, we've got Blu-ray, we've got vinyl, we've got colored vinyl, and obviously the Japanese stuff. So, yeah, I mean,
but I think you're like referring to this, you know, in Japan, the first pressing came with an extra book with a bunch of pictures in it, Robyn. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yeah, like in the 80s, like there would be like one page for a band member for girls to be like, ooh, you know, like, yeah, they're older or whatever, but like I still like that aspect of like
Josh
really
makes
showing off
noise.
each member.
He opens and he goes, woo! Didn't you hear him when he was doing the
now,
DVD?
I think that Japanese copy that you got.
Yeah.
So you've got the green hype sticker.
Yeah.
That
first pressing.
Do you have 3 separate photos in there?
I have. What do you mean 3 separate photos?
I got a record once, and it had 3 pictures, just like, you know, like you would go take a photo and get them developed of, you know, 3x5 or whatever. Had 3 photos in there, and I thought, oh, it was a fan that took them, right? And they put them in there, and then I started seeing on eBay every now and then they have the same photos. So I think that came with 3.
Okay, I don't have those.
They stole them.
Unless
Give me a second. I'll go get it.
unless it's in this booklet here. Oh, it's not a book. Yeah, well. No, it's just the lyric page in Japanese and American.
See, that's
Yeah.
even cool too.
Well,
Like the lyrics
this
and that.
that came
Yeah.
inside the original album anyway, in ours.
My mom drew that
is-
in high school. Like
this is what
traced
the-
it.
That's what the dust sleeve was for ours.
Yeah.
Okay?
And I love that stuff. Like just extra pictures where you can. That's all.
When I'm going through here, sorry, I can't hold this little
Like
booklet up.
stage shots or something, like you can tell it was behind the scenes of a music video, like a little collage. It's just cool.
So we can hear Josh go, woo. I'm gonna touch my sadness.
That's probably what he's doing.
Yeah, he's never gonna let that one down now. That, Andy's gonna be
Touch of sadness.
Yeah. What does Josh's girlfriend say whenever they, get drunk? I need a touch of sadness. He should never walk away from the mic.
The best part was that he just took it. He's like, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
taking that from you.
There's nothing he could do about it. It was there, and it worked so well. It was, it's one of those moments that are just handed to you.
It's called an edit button. The world will
Yeah,
never know.
yeah.
All right. So here is
Never walk away from the computer.
CBS Sony Records, OB across top with booklet with hype sticker. So that's what you got here, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, the green hype sticker.
Here are the photos.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Now,
But then again,
I'll
they're all
have to
used
look.
copies.
I'll have to look and make sure I'm not, imagining things. Because originally when I got this, I thought they were something that the band, or that's whoever I bought this from, took himself.
But is there a Polaroid watermark on the back? Is there
Only thing on back it says, there's nothing really on back. There's some writing. It just says, this paper manufactured by Kodak.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So, but then I am pretty damn sure I was on eBay once and saw this record with the very same photos.
Well, one of our Japanese friends just posted this the other day on the page. Maybe contact him, see if he got them. Those guys speak really good English, so.
All right, so there's that. There's Obi across the top with the booklet. What about this one?
Yeah, I was done with the one I got.
So the one you have, that's the Boardwalk. This is the MCA.
No, it's Sony. It was the first one, the green one.
Well, it's from, they licensed it from Boardwalk. I guess that's what I meant. So after Boardwalk is bankrupt, MCA takes them. MCA then releases it on MCA Japan. So it's got a different hype sticker. It may have the same. I don't know what all it's got, but anyways. There you go. So there's those 3 photos. I'm sure we've probably
somebody might know. I don't know. I just wish I could have sold my white label promo test pressing better. But your face lit up for a minute. I was like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that.
Listen, I know you by now, Brentry. One, I know if you had it, you would have already shown it.
Not if I was just keeping it.
2, I know damn well you would have never opened the damn thing.
No, the test pressings come open. Because I didn't open those ones we got.
Yeah, but it was a label. You pulled it out to where I saw that it was a label.
I know. I was trying to.
You would have
trying
been you would have been better if you would have said a colored vinyl they didn't use.
That's what I was saying. Kind of.
Yeah. Anyways,
Go back
there
and
you
play
go.
it.
So
Okay.
listen, go check your Japanese Midnight Madness copies and see if you have those photos. I have probably 50 Night Ranger albums. I still have to catalog. So I may have bought that record with those photos, and I still got to, because I haven't really cataloged 80 Night Ranger records for probably over a year. They're just in 2 crates, and yeah, so maybe I did buy it. I don't know, but go check your Midnight Madness Japan. Tell us what you think. If you got the Blu-ray CD combo, show some photos of it.
Josh, go play that DVD from Japan and see if I'm wrong. Prove me wrong
About the region.
about the region on that, because all the other ones stuff was always 0 for everywhere. But I forgot about the Ward's Records distribution.
So
That's
there we go.
sneaky.
But like I said, I can go to get my Singapore 24 strings in the drummer 0, and it's in a jewel case. It's not in the,
Here, I just got a photo from Ed. Night Ranger on stage right now. Pretty good little picture he took.
There you go. So when you're all
Wow.
watching this tomorrow will be the actual anniversary date of this concert.
I almost drove past the Winking Lizard today to snap a photo, so I'll just put it in the. I'll just do it after the episode releases.
They got damn good burgers there, I'll tell you that.
I
All
love
right.
their barbecue, man.
I like their
Right.
beer. The beer was really good.
All right.
Cheers.
All right. We're getting off here. So listen. Tell us what you think. Show us what copies you got. We need to see a copy of the Blu-ray CD combo. Robyn, say your goodbye.
It's all up to me. I know.
Brent, tell everybody goodbye, man.
Bye, everybody. Yeah, make sure you tell Josh about the Touch of Sadness. Maybe we'll put it on a shirt for you.
Listen, you want to hear about the Touch of Sadness, you can talk about all my exes. All right. They'll tell you, man.
Where's my Kelly sticks?
I wake in the morning with a frown on my face.
But even if you do give them a little sadness, man, you get, if you get weak in the hip, you get stiff in the lip, so there you go.
Ooh.
So you can, hey, listen, you can turn it all around. It's passion play. All right. So all right, we will see you guys next week. Crank it loud.
Rock
Laters.
I get to go eat dinner now. Yay.